We did not invent or create point and figure trading, X's and O's. It was developed by the Japanese at the turn of the century as they were trying to do what? Determine the legitimate price of a commodity, namely rice. Rice. And as prices would rise, they would mark X's. And as prices would fall, they would mark O's. And they applied certain rules that was very simple, that price had to reverse 3 boxes, one direction or the other, to change from one column to the next. And it made sense to them because the prices moved up and down, up and down. So to the extent that point and figure is not a linear chart, and that point and figure takes out all of the noise. All of the noise. So when rice is trading that has no earnings, has no CEO that smokes weed and talks about buyouts of this and buyouts of that and going to the moon and and building submarines and building tunnels and yada, 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 to do anything and everything so that he can sell shares of his stock at a premium to the unsuspecting public. If you know and are trained on how to use a point and figure chart, it's very easy to see. It's very, very easy. It's so easy, in fact, that we have developed systems to trade point and figure intraday. Intraday. Imagine that? With futures, with leveraged products. It's a beautiful thing. We did develop a video set called The Lost Art of Point and Figure. It's a DVD set worth its weight in gold, about 90 minutes. And in that video set, we explain the setups and where to get in and where to get out and the different patterns. Yes, there are easy patterns. It's much like playing checkers, not even chess. It's so simple. And the thing of it is, it's black and white, white and black. We talk about, putting 500 people in a room and teaching them Elliott wave. Then ask them to look at Tesla, and they'll probably give you 600 different interpretations. Put that 500 people in point and figure, and they will agree exactly where to have bought or where to have sold or sold short. Let me just show you. This goes back some time ago when Tesla was trading at 370. If only you had purchased or were a member, better yet, but had purchased the Lost Art of Point and Figure from us. Is it expensive? Well, it's not inexpensive, but how expensive would it have been to have been long when point and figure said to go short right here at 351? You see that? Right here is the sell signal. If you weren't in it, what a great time to have gotten an option. Down she comes. Another sell signal. Down she comes. Now, you could have just taken your profit in here. The next signal to cover was right here. It was a buy signal to cover. Followed up with another buy signal. And another buy signal. Actually, there was a little sell down in here and it reversed. So, it doesn't get it perfect. But, when you know how to trade and how to cut your losses, it's a beautiful thing. And then another sell signal right here. So the big one was at 351. Here's another one at 331. And then a cover at 299. We run up. Another big sell signal at 299. Down we come. Had a little cover right here. And then another sell. Another cover and then a sell. And another sell, and then a cover, and then another sell at 258. Down, down, a cover, 245, reversal, a sell. Little bounce, a sell at 222. Where are we now? No man's land. Down here at 195. 195. And CNBC, the Contrary News Bubble Channel. Do you think it's time to buy Tesla? Are you freaking kidding me? Look at this. Is it time to buy Tesla? Excuse the French. Where the fuck have they been? How about is it time to sell Tesla at 351? If you've lost money in Tesla and you're still watching the Contrarian News Bubble Channel, I probably can't help you. If you're fed up with it, if you're fed up with the nonsense and you want to learn not just point and figure, but you want to learn about Rinkos, can be even better than point and figure, mean Rinkos, custom Rinkos, automated Rinkos, automated point and figure, Kagi charts. There's a whole nother world. If you're out there and you're trading candlesticks on a 15-minute chart, do you know how far behind you are? I mean, my God, it's you have no idea what you're up against. If you hear this video somehow, some way, and you want to call me, you're more than welcome to call. My name is Don Marshall. My phone number is 813-758-8263. I trade for a living. I don't come from the financial industry, and I'm proud of that fact. What a sewer of an industry. I spent a career teaching surgeons how to do surgery, and we approach the market as if it is surgery, and trust me, it isn't. I'm the dumbest guy in the room, and we make money each and every day, each and every week, each and every month. Out of a labor of love, we develop Stock Market Academy to help other like-minded people take control over this part of their life. I don't want your money to manage. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a broker. I'm not a broker. We don't make specific recommendations to buy or sell a damn thing. What we do share with you is the technology that we use, and we share with you the proprietary programs, indicators, otherwise known as studies and strategies that we utilize on futures, on ETFs, on stocks that you can use to trade futures, which is beautiful now for the micro futures, to trade options. Couldn't be any better. When did we develop this? Not last week, not last year, not 5 years ago, not 10 years ago. We have been doing this for close to 15 years from a programmability standpoint. It was shortly after the 2000s that we were able to do this. And I've been trading and investing, and I am an investor at times, and we're diversified. Not diversified in the terms that you may think, diversified in our approach. We have investments long term, we have swing trades, we trade options, long and short, we buy shares, long and short, we trade futures for cash flow. We do a whole number of things, and we're happy to share our approach with you to help you do what? Develop your own game. That is our motto, to help you develop your own game, to help you get better outcomes at this. You don't need to listen to the Guy Adamis of the world. He's a nice guy. Dan, Nathan, Tim, Melissa. They're not going to help you get your arms around this. In fact, I don't know anybody that will. If you call me and you want to come in and schedule a 1 hour when the markets are open, not just at night, I'll show you at night, but if you want it when the markets are rocking and rolling, and say, hey Bagger, I'm known as Bagger Don, that's the moniker from the movie Bagger Vance. I will give you a 1 hour tour when the markets are rocking and rolling and showing you how we're doing. And we'll actually probably even pick off a trade or two. We will. And, as the scene in Bagger Vance is what was the kernel that led us to start Stock Market Caddy. As he says, you can either start or you can stop. You can either start or you can stop. And I think that's a pretty good idea, a pretty good concept. If you're losing money, you might want to stop and get an education from somewhere. There are places out there. But we're here. We're not mass produced. We'll never be mass produced. Don't want to be. We want friends of friends of friends, surrounded by like-minded people. Nobody ever leaves. Why would you? We get the job done. We're committed. I work 80 hours a week, so I don't have to work 40. The real deal. So it's up to you. If you want to find out more, what the levels of membership are, and for the most part, they're month to month. We do it deliberately that way. Don't want to ask you for $10,000 for one program. The folks that lease our programs, they get everything. And if they have an idea of their own, we will try to write it for them. Multiple ones. And we don't charge for that. No. It's a family. It's a community. And we're inviting you to check us out. But we don't accept everybody. Trust me on that. If I don't think there's a fit, and I don't think that you're ready, or I don't think that you have the really the right approach, or it's too, a bridge too far, then, we'll tell you that. Trust me on that. We do not accept everyone. I'm Bagger Don, Stock Market Caddy. You're more than welcome to give me a call anytime. By the way, Tesla, yeah, there'll be a dead cat bounce or two, but it's even if she bounces, she would have to clear 236 to generate a new buy signal. Slim and none of that happening. Good night.